Twice's 10th mini album, Taste of Love. I have all three versions here today. I have Taste, Fallen, and In Love version. I did pre-order these, so they each came with their own set of pre-order cards. So we can go through those first. Let's start at this end. We'll start with Taste version. Here's the envelope that they come in, and then the actual cards. I'll just flip through these quickly. And here's the envelope for the Fallen version. And now the In Love version. Okay, so now we can go to the actual albums. We're gonna start with the Taste version here. So here's the front, and the back, and the track list, and then the spine. Top and bottom look the same, and the other spine. So now we can take the slip off. There is just the slip cover. It has like the leaves on it. And then the album without the slip cover is just plain white. So now we can actually open it. So I should have said this before, but just like in my EXO unboxing, you're not really gonna see any of my pulls except for the CD plates, because when I got these albums, my family was here, and one of my family members accidentally deleted all of my footage after I had edited it. So since I had already filmed and edited that video for this album, I kind of already traded a bunch of the cards that I had already pulled, which is why you're not going to see me pull anything out of the album. The only thing you're really going to see of my pulls is a video at the end from my Instagram story that I'm going to put in at the very end of the video, so you can still see who I pulled. You just won't see right at the end of the album, like you usually would in a regular unboxing. But yeah, this is the only other video that had this problem, so everything after this hopefully will not end up getting deleted by anyone, myself or otherwise. But yeah, I am a little sad because I feel like that's like the main point of an album unboxing, is people look to see who you pull, and it just makes the video a little less entertaining if you don't know who the person pulled, or if you don't see their pulls right away. But it is what it is. I still wanted to film this video because it's something to film. Twice itself, it was kind of an impulsive decision on my part for collecting. I've been a Twice fan, or a once I guess, since their debut. I really liked their debut, so much that I even bought their debut album before I had picked a bias. Which I just think is so funny, because I ended up pulling my actual bias in their debut album, and my bias is Sana, but I ended up pulling her debut photo card, and I didn't realize it until like a couple comebacks later that she was my bias, and I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. But I am not fully collecting Twice. I'm going to be collecting Sana, but I'm only going to be collecting certain sets of hers from certain eras, because it will just be a lot easier for me, and some of the cards I don't really like from certain eras, so that's why. This is where the Lenticular card would be right here, and I believe the coaster was in here as well. Oh no, the Lenti was here, and then the tasting card was here. So that's where everything would have been. The coaster and photo cards, I think, would also have been in here. I can't really remember. Okay, now we can go through the Fallen version. Here's the front, and the back, and again the track list. Here's the spine. Top and bottom look the exact same. And then the other spine, not really much to go there. And now we can take the slip off. So this one just says alcohol free in the neon lights there. You can't really tell, but that's what it says. And then the album without the slipcover is just dark blue. a silver track list. So I don't really remember what I was saying. Yeah, here's my CD pull. I got, I think, what was it, Dahyun in the first one, and now Mina. Very pretty. I really like this like pink concept. I think it's the In Love version concept, which might be my favorite. Here's the photo book, front and back, and the spine. So as I was saying before, I'm only collecting certain sets of Sana from certain albums. There's only a few that I really liked and that I really wanted to collect, so those are the ones I'm doing. I think it might be a little hard just since I'm starting a new collection and I'm not sure about like the Twice trading community since I've never really dealt with it before. Like, I'm not sure about pricing and I'm not sure about like value of certain things, but I think my best friend told me, she asked someone who does collect Twice that we know, and that person had said that Sana was definitely one of the more difficult members to collect, which is on brand for me at this point since I tend to bias and end up collecting the most popular or one of the most popular members of every group that I stan. So really just nice job for me. But yeah, I'm not really that worried though because I'm just gonna take this a little slow. I don't know, again, it was just an impulse decision on my part. Yeah, but for this album, I am collecting Sana and Dahyun just because I had plenty of cards, and Dahyun is my second bias, and her cards are really cute too, so I wanted them. But after that, I think I'm gonna trade the rest of the cards to my Sana wishlist because I'm not gonna need them anymore. Maybe just I'll sell them, but I'll have to figure out pricing first because again, I'm not really sure about what to do, like what it is for Twice. Here's the inside of this thing where the lenti would be here and the tasting card would be here. Last thing we have to go through is the In Love version. I'm just gonna spoil it, but this is my favorite version, like look-wise. It's just really pretty and really like colorful, even though it's mostly pink. I just think it's really cute. So here's the front and back and track list and the spine. Top and bottom look the same, and then the other spine, nothing much going on there. Take the slip off. So this one is just like a color. Oh, sorry for that glare. There's not really much going on with this slipcase. There's just like some kind of color to it. And then the actual album without the slipcover is just pink. See? Just pink and pretty. I'm not really sure what else to talk about in this video. Here is my last CD pull. I did get Jihyo. Very pretty. She's kind of in the running for my third bias at this point. I have a really hard time picking a bias line for Twice because they're all really pretty and really cute, and I don't know. I have a really hard time picking a third bias at all times. It usually changes. Used to be Momo, and then it was Mina, and then it was Jihyo, and then it was Chaeyoung. It was just, there was a whole lot of it. Like, it kept changing every single time, so I'm gonna just say that everyone is my third bias. Just, you know, goes Sana, Dahyun, and then everybody else. Just because I can never pick a third bias, which is why I would never be able to pick a third person to collect. I'm not even sure if I want to like collect all of the same sets for Dahyun as I am for Sana. I might just stick to this album and maybe one other album. I think it was like More and More, I think was the album that I wanted to collect for Dahyun, but I'm not really sure. I just recently ended up getting the Twice-to-Gram albums, which was really nice, but then I ended up buying Sana's cards anyway on Mercari Japan just because I was a little impatient. I didn't feel like looking for trades, So now I have all of those cards up for trade to my Sana wish list. So I'm hoping those will get me some photo cards from the sets that I'm collecting. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, I really like this photo book concept. It's really pretty. I like the pink, I like the iridescence. It makes me think of my group chat on Twitter because we were all obsessed with like the holographic concept or like the holographic look of like the clothing and holographic plastic sleeves for trading. I think our group chat was named something holographic at one point. But this is what it makes me think of. But it's still my favorite concept. It's really pretty. They all look really, really pretty. Yeah, I really don't know what else to say. Here is this thing again, one last time. This is where the Lenti and the tasting card would be. So that was my unboxing of Twice's 10th mini album, Taste of Love. Right about here is where I will be putting the video clip from my Instagram showing all of my pulls from the albums. I definitely pulled a lot of a certain member, as you can see. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in the next video.